What's going on, everyone? This is Carl, the Solutionist, and the solution to fitness, and today I'll be reviewing Powerhouse Gym. Yet another gym review. So for those of you who do not know about my gym reviews, what I do is that I visit locations and I remain there for several months. And from there, I feel I have enough information to know how the gym operates, what its strengths and weaknesses are. So how I construct the reviews is that first I get into the brief history of the gym, like who owns it, when and where it started. Then I get into 5 major points, which is the equipment, the maintenance, the customer service, the price, can't forget the price, and its unique qualities. Equipment, what kind of machines do they have? Are they good brands? You know, the machines, the weights. Is there a lot of different kinds of machines? Maintenance, is the gym well maintained? Does it need a lot of maintenance? Is it cleaned frequently? Customer service, how does staff deal with customers with complaints or issues? The price, is the gym worth the price? And its unique qualities. What does this gym have that separates it from other gyms? What does this gym offer that other gyms do not? Then I will give an overall score based on those topics, ranging from 1 out of 5 sets or 1 out of 10 reps to be more precise. So with all that being said, let's get right into the review of Powerhouse Gym. So let's briefly get into the history of Powerhouse. Powerhouse Gym was founded back in 1975 by brothers William and Norman Dabish in Highland Park, Michigan. So this gym has been around for a long while. In 1984, Powerhouse Gym began licensing. Doing this allowed them to grow to a larger range, and it is continuing to grow even today. As of this recording, Powerhouse Gym has licensed over 300 gyms in 39 states in the US and in 15 countries. One of the major selling points of this gym is to mention how many A-list celebrities actually train here. Some of who include Cameron Diaz, Mike Tyson, Dave Bautista, and the great one himself, The Rock. Powerhouse also sponsors many NPC shows. Some of these shows I've actually competed in. So with all that being said, let's get right into the equipment of the gym. We're going to begin right there. I believe this gym gets a 5 out of 5 when it comes to the equipment, hands down. This gym literally has everything. There's so many different pieces of equipment for every muscle. It kind of reminds me of LA Fitness when it comes to like 3 or 4 machines for each body part alone. But the average amount of locations are like half the size of a normal LA Fitness. And by the way, I'm going to be referencing other gyms in this review in order to compare it, as it's the best way for me to describe this gym. The machines are mostly Life Fitness, which is a predominant brand in the industry, as well as Hammer Strength. Free Weight is a combination of iron grip dumbbells, the best brand of dumbbells out there in my personal opinion, along with plates and Easy Curl bars, all of the same brand. I've also seen a mix of GP Easy Curl bars in there as well. Once the dumbbells are around the 120 pound range, I think, you'll see these all metal dumbbells, and you'll definitely see them bent. It's not like other gyms where the heavy weight is all dusty because no one uses them. Some serious lifters go here, so they will be using them a lot. On that note, it should be noted that this gym is a little more advanced than a normal gym. So in some locations you may find bumper plates, tires, and chains among the equipment. Also, since this gym is a sponsor to the NPC shows, you will probably see some male and female bodybuilders and other various competitors training here. Almost at the level of a Gold's Gym, but that also depends on the location. You'll also see some teens that want to get big like those guys and girls, so just don't think that it's a bodybuilder exclusive gym. I've also seen at least one big room to perform classes in each location, which this gym does have a lot of, but more on that later. This gym gives me a mix of an old school vibe type atmosphere similar to the Gold's Gym, but with the size of an average Retro Fitness. So it's definitely not too small like an Anytime Fitness gym, for example. Everything you need is in one decent sized place, which is what I prefer actually. This isn't always a good thing though, because with the size, it can get overly packed during peak hours, which is the same for any gym, but this gym especially gets insanely packed from the 6 to 9 p.m. range. So be aware of that, or start working out early, because even early times in some locations can get pretty busy. That's probably the highest on the list of reasons why people actually leave this gym. I used to work in a gym that was like a mile away from this gym, and more than 50% of the people that I trained left that gym to come to mine because of the overcrowding. So how's the maintenance? It's kind of difficult to really pin down the overall maintenance of this gym, because Powerhouse Gym is owned independently, so they'll have different standards when it comes to how things are set up and how the equipment is maintained. So I will discuss my personal experience with the locations that I visited. One example of this is that some locations will offer you a free trial to try the gym for a day, and others will charge you like a $15 fee to try the gym out. They do this because they're basically tired of people taking advantage and finding different ways of trying the gym for free multiple times. But on the flip side, if you do end up paying for that fee, you can put it towards joining the gym if you decide to join that day. And since it's independently owned, the hours could be different as well. One gym can open at 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. and another gym can be open for 24 hours, which I think is really great if you can find one like that. But it seems unanimous that they open at 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. on the weekends. The cleanliness of the gym is about average from what you'd expect from a hardcore gym, but definitely better than expected, because I've been to some hardcore gyms that were pretty dingy, and this gym wasn't like that at all. Well, at least in majority of the locations that I went to. Actually, pretty much all the locations that I went to weren't like really dingy looking, you know what I mean? Some machines weren't always the best quality. There were some missing padding on the handlebars here and there. Like I said, some dumbbells were bent, like the heavy dumbbells. Dumbbells and plates weren't always put back. Dumbbells seemed like they needed to be replaced, as well as the dumbbell rack. I saw the dumbbell rack was kind of messed up. But I didn't see any broken, unusable machines anytime I went. I was shocked at how clean the locker rooms and bathrooms were though. They definitely put in an effort to keep those well maintained. Great lockers too, where any kind of lock can fit on here. So how's the customer service? How do they treat people? What's going on with that? Well, let's start with the front desk. Front desk seemed alright. Nothing really to complain about there. They answered questions professionally, the questions that I had, and things that they didn't know, they offered to get a manager for me. But overall, no real complaints there. Sometimes I'll get a greeting, sometimes I wouldn't. A lot of the personal trainers are pretty much IFBB pros or have some kind of experience with having professional fitness attributes. Anyone can get a degree or a certification to be a personal trainer, but in my personal opinion, and you absolutely don't have to agree with me, but if I'm spending all that money on someone to train me, you better look the part, or at least look better than me. And by me, I'm referring to someone looking to get into shape. I just can't see myself being trained by someone who's overweight, and I don't mean powerlifter overweight, I mean overweight as in weak as hell and can't control your eating. If you can't discipline yourself, how are you gonna discipline me? You know what I'm saying? But alright, I'm veering off topic here. Let's get back right to the gym. I haven't really communicated with these trainers too much, but look-wise, for the most part, they fit the bill. Salesman surprisingly wasn't too pushy when it came to me joining. If you got a guest pass, they will probably be calling you to come back if you didn't join that day and offering some kind of deal, but it's not like they call all the time. Maybe I probably got 1 or 2 calls when I didn't join. Depending on the salesman, they'll most likely push you into signing a contract over doing some month-to-month payment plan. They probably won't even bring up the month-to-month, to be honest. Most complaints about Powerhouse stem from the contracts though. I read a lot of reviews about people having trouble getting out of contracts because of shady sales tactics, such as being told they can cancel anytime or X amount of months, but instead be enrolled into a few-year commitment. I went over the cancellation policies, and for the most part, if you're not in some long commitment, then you have to fill out a paper and hand it in to the manager 30 days prior to your next payment. Make sure you give it to the manager, not the front desk staff. They'll most likely won't give it any importance since they're dealing with various other tasks. Managers are usually there during the morning to the afternoon hours, so there you go. You can also send the paperwork via post office, but I wouldn't really trust that. I personally would prefer to have everything done in person. But if you're locked in a contract and want to leave, then for the most part, you'll have to either move 25 miles away or have some medical condition with proof. Do they always enforce this rule? Probably not, but you have proof on the site because that's where I got my information from. But I've said this time and time again, so I'll say it again in this video. Of course, shady salesmen suck. There's a special place in hell for them for tricking people into spending their hard-earned money for something they don't want or fully explained to them. However, whatever agreement you sign, whatever contract you willingly agree to, if you do not read the contract, then you are the one that's at fault. Don't ever go by what the salesmen tell you. Don't let the salesman rush you into joining. Read everything over. Take your time. If they rush you, then tell them, alright, I'll just read the contract overnight and come back with my decision. If it's a computer-only type contract, then they just gotta wait. And be sure to get a copy of that. That way, if they breach that contract and keep charging you, there's your proof. Other complaints I read were stupid and people just being babies over little things like, they should put up blinds, it's too bright. 1 star, 1 star. Or lots of machines, pretty good, pretty heavy dumbbells, not bad. Broken water fountain, 1 star, 1 star. If you don't get your entitled ass out of here, this is a gym, man. Bring your own damn water. But yeah, these are actual complaints that I read. Nowadays, people give either 1 star or 5 stars. There is no in between. So let's start getting into the price. Like I said, Powerhouse Gym is an individually owned franchise, so prices vary from location to location. Also, it's pretty rare that they post their prices online. Most of the time you have to actually go in or fill out a form to get some info. I already discussed the prices if you're looking to try the gym for the first time. But most of the locations I visited basically had it set up where you can pay month to month. Though your down payment will be low, you will be paying more monthly. They may also have like a 2 or 3 year plan where your monthly payments will be a lot lower. So for example, a month to month can be 40 bucks a month, whereas 2 years can be 26 a month, and a 3-year plan could be around 21 a month. That's the structure they go by at most locations. Pretty much the more longer the commitment, the cheaper the gym comes out to be a month. There are some discount codes online that I found, but they only work for certain gyms. Not all gyms allow the code, but I've seen a lot of 50% off gym membership down payments. I've seen percentages off tanning bed use, which some gyms do have, from sites like Groupon and Living Social. There is a maintenance fee that they do charge once a year, so be aware of that. It usually ranges from I believe it's $40 to $50. One major downfall to this gym, and one of the biggest problems when it comes to individually owned gyms, is that just because you have a membership to Powerhouse, it doesn't grant you access to every single location, and that really does suck. Sometimes a franchisee owner owns several locations in the local area, which isn't too bad, but if you join the Powerhouse and in California, don't expect access to one in Jersey. So what are the unique qualities of this gym? Powerhouse Gym has actually developed their own clothing line, which includes sweaters, t-shirts, tank tops, and stringers above all other items. It is the most recognizable brand in the fitness industry because their clothing logos are actually the #1 most purchased in the whole fitness industry. So they may have a little sections of the gym where they sell clothing and various other supplement products. They do have a juice bar for your pre and post workout needs, which is always a major plus. Some locations offer classes depending on the size of the gym, and the clientele is how many classes they give. These classes range from total body training, Zumba, and indoor cycling, above numerous other classes. Just to note, some classes may require an additional fee. Powerhouse Gym has an app that allows you to communicate with others in their social fitness community section. They also have an X-Capture photo feature where you can record your workouts and log them for future reference. And there is also a section that has blogs. Personally, I believe the app is useless as it's not updated very frequently. It's as if the makers forgot they even have an app. The only use I can really see for this is for class schedules, though I'm not even sure if that's up to date or not. Some locations do have saunas and or steam rooms, as well as daycares, so moms can't use kids as an excuse not to work out anymore. And as I stated a little earlier, some other locations have tanning beds if that interests you. So overall, I think the gym itself is pretty awesome. I personally absolutely love this gym. For serious competitors like me, I feel at home here. If you're really trying to push it to the next level, or you're already at the next level but stuck in a lame gym, come to this one. It's a good gym, it really is. But would I recommend this gym to beginners? Probably not, because they may not adjust well to the atmosphere. It can be a pretty hardcore environment and it can end up feeling a little self-conscious, especially if they're used to the atmosphere of gyms like Lifetime Fitness or an Equinox gym, you know, that cleanly, relaxed environment. So overall, I give Powerhouse Gym a high 4 out of 5 sets or 8 out of 10 reps. Absolutely love the selection of equipment that they have here. Multiple machines from multiple body parts, lots of dumbbells, they go really heavy, barbells, easy curl bars, such a wide variety to choose from to get the maximum benefit for your workouts. For me personally, I really like the intense atmosphere here. When I'm around stronger, more fit people, it just motivates me to be stronger and more fit. Once you've peaked at a regular gym, you're going to want more. But the fact of it being an individually owned franchise really hurts it. You won't find one solid price and you can't go to every location, and I think that really holds it back from being 5 stars. Well guys, that was my review for Powerhouse Gym. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you appreciated all the information that I gave you and all the research that I did, then please do not be afraid to bench that subscribe button, squat that like button, and share this video around to people who are not sure which gym may be for them. And Powerhouse Gym members, before you thumb the video down, just, I like the gym, okay? Take it easy. But yeah, it's a really good gym. I really did enjoy the gym. Just minor flaws here and there that hold it back from being 5 stars. But yeah, if you're subscribing to the channel, please don't forget to hit that bell and be notified. Once you hit that bell, you'll be notified of all my videos that are uploaded. So you can be notified every time I upload a video such as this. Once again, this is Carl the Solution, and if you got a problem, I'll help you solve it. Your wishes are done and your best is yet to come.